In part one, Disney-owned company National Geographic got caught out trying to prove the globe, essentially faking their evidence. In part two, we've got a Warner Brothers company getting caught yet again faking globe evidence, this time Discovery Science. You wouldn't need to fake evidence if the globe was real. It's obviously not real, otherwise these people wouldn't be faking the evidence. So let's have a look. So what Discovery Science are going to claim is happening here is that a helicopter is actually flying behind the curvature of the globe Earth theory. But as we're about to see, yet again, these people are going to get exposed by their own so-called evidence. So let's have a look.
We're flying to Pyramid Rock. Do you copy that?
I copy that. You are flying to the pyramid.
The lake looks completely flat from up here.
If they are twice as far away as before, how much lower will the far shore of the lake appear to be?
We've even got Stephen Hawking narrating this charade. Stephen, how did you get mixed up in this silliness?
We're going to be at the top of the Pyramid Rock.
I got him. Yeah, I have you on the telescope. Go ahead and land.
Right, what I want you to pay particular attention to now when they go back to the footage and he supposedly sees this helicopter descend behind the globe Earth theory's curve. You're going to see some birds flying across from the left to the right. Pay particular attention to those. There they go.
As it lands, it completely disappears from my line of sight.
Just come back to those birds again, and then we'll come back to this liar. Watch the birds flying in from left to right as this helicopter supposedly descends behind the curvature.
As it lands, it completely disappears from my line of sight.
Joey, are you still airborne?
Yeah. Can you see us landing?
The reports from the helicopter, they're still flying. But I can't see it. To wrap your head around it in that short a time was a little difficult for me. I was like, this
is the face of a liar. Not a very good one at that.
It's crazy.
We have landed in our position.
Okay, Joey, go ahead and lift off.
Now they're going to claim the helicopter's lifting off from behind the curve. But as we're about to see yet again, the birds, which we saw in the first clip, which came in from our left to right, are going to fly in again in exactly the same formation from our left to our right, busting this silly charade, highlighting the fact that a helicopter has been layered in. They were so lazy they didn't even bother to use two different clips. Otherwise we wouldn't have had exactly the same birds coming in from left to right in the same formation as we're about to see.
They plan to ascend until Jim can see them on the horizon. Then they'll tell him their altitude.
Let me know when you can see us on spots of the horizon.
Get ready as he supposedly sees this helicopter come up from behind the horizon. The birds of truth coming in from left to right are going to bust this silly charade. There they go.
I got him.
Yeah, I got him as well. Incredible. Busted, mate. Coming back again, and then we're going to do a comparison shot. Synced up.
I got him.
Oops. And then when I put the footage side by side and sync it up with the birds, which of course instantly destroys it, top footage supposedly when the helicopter went behind the curve, bottom footage when the helicopter supposedly came up from behind the curve. But they were that lazy at the special effects department that they actually used exactly the same bit of footage. Unfortunately for them, there was a certain formation of birds flying by, and because of that, it exposed them. You can even see the lake itself is exactly the same. The shades, everything is exactly the same bit of footage. They've layered it in the helicopter behind the curve and of course coming up from the curve on the same clip, and in doing so expose themselves and of course the globe. You wouldn't need to fake globe evidence if it was actually real. You'd provide real evidence. Based on science we can all test and verify for ourselves. We can prove the globe scientifically impossible. And of course you look at mainstream evidence, whether it comes from Disney, Warner Brothers, you see that they have to fake it.